Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to day 3 of the 2024 WAC softball tournament presented by University Credit Union. We got a good one on tap for you here. The number 1 seed Grand Canyon Lopes taking on the number 3 seed Utah Valley Wolverines.
From the leadoff spot, she can do a little bit of everything here.
This one is hit into left center field, and it's going to be down for a base hit, and Treeweiler into second base easily with a headfirst dive, and she takes out Moreno there. But Brittany Moreno from Avery Sapp, freshman from Spanish Fork, Utah. That one's up high. Rogers takes ball 4, and the Lopes with their first 2 runners on base, setting the table with him. We interviewed all the coaches ahead of time. This one is popped up by Fifield, and it's going to be Gibbs out there in right field, and she makes the play. The throw will be cut off, and they're going to get Rogers in a rundown.
This is postseason. You're going to go for it. But Kayla Rogers has got to read that throw a little bit. I think she thinks that thing isn't going to be cut and is going to go all the way to third, so she had the opportunity.
Pitch on the way, and this one is hit high in the air, shallow left field. Rye Benny moves back, takes the pop-up, and Utah Valley gets out of the inning unscathed. No score as we go. Canyon got their first 2 runners on in the top of the first and could not score. Here's Benny with a shallow fly ball into center field. Coming in and making the catch there is Micaiah Gomez for the first out.
Yeah, Gomez in that outfield playing that slap very well. Didn't play her too deep.
And the pitch. And this one's popped up in foul territory. The third baseman lost it momentarily, got it back, and makes the play. Lovey Kapa'a had that one disappear on her for a second, but she was able to find it.
Yeah, really fighting that sun. Again, not a...
And she's just a freshman, also out of Spanish Fork, Utah. This one, a shallow pop-up right behind second base, and there is the second baseman there, Savannah Kirk, to make the play. Utah Valley goes down 1-2-3.
And we're able to get the W at the end of the ballgame.
0-2 here. Sapp and a swing and a miss. So Avery Sapp comes out and delivers 3 pitches and gets a K of Micaiah Gomez.
Yeah, and that's a huge out, right? Really setting the tone.
2-0 to Caitlin Dunkel. And this one is hit high in the air into left, and settling underneath it and making the play out there is Amber Rodriguez for the second out. So Kirk behind 0-2. Tinley Lucas on deck with the shin guards on, the catcher. Swing and a miss, and Lucas is going to have to hit next inning. In Utah, Utah Valley, not too far from University of Utah. There's a line drive right to the shortstop Dunkel, and she's able to make the play. Kind of went to her left a little bit and then had to...
Everybody's been really, really on their game.
2-2 pitch from Golden, and a swing and a miss. Gibbs with the strikeout. That's the second out of the inning. Golden blows it by her. Here's the next pitch from Golden, and man pops this one up, and this one's going to stay in the field of play, and Treeweiler makes the play in foul territory. Utah Valley goes down in order in the bottom of the second. 2-2 the count. And a swing and a miss, and the throw down to first as the ball not caught there by the catcher, Rachel Brown, but she's able to get it down to first in plenty of time. See if she goes back to that off speed or comes in hard with something here. She does go hard, and she gets a strikeout of Lovey Kapa'a. 2 down here in the...
Making her throw everything.
That one is lined into right field for a base hit. Treeweiler's 2 for 2.
There you go, and that's what we expect from Treeweiler, right? Yesterday felt like a little bit of an anomaly, and so here she goes, and this might be...
There's Treeweiler taking off for second, and the throw is going to get into center field. She does not move up from second to third, as Mann is right there to back up the 0-1 to Rogers. And this one is sent high into the air into left center field. It's Rodriguez fighting the sun, but she makes the play, and that'll do it for the Lopes here in the top of the third. They get a runner on board, and they do not score. No score after 2.5. Golden delivers, and this one's popped up. Kapa'a taking a look at it and finding that one no problem in foul territory. Brown having a good year behind the plate. This one is hit high in the air into left field. Shading her eyes there is the left fielder, putting it away, Kayla Rogers. And that is the second out of the inning. Megan Golden still perfect through Mexico State back when they were in the WAC. 1-2 the count. And this one is popped up into shallow center, and it's going to be Gomez taking it right behind the WAC symbol out there.
For Grand Canyon here, Coach left a couple runners stranded. What's key for timely hitting and getting the bats hot here?
Well, first of all, we made a terrible base running mistake the first.
Byfield with the home run there.
For GCU to get something going, Kristen Byfield takes advantage from the left side of that short right field porch, and she just tanks this thing. Megan Gibbs had a beat on it, but just high enough to get over that right field wall.
It's a short right field here at Logan Field in Seattle, and just right over that conference championships sign in favor of Rachel Brown. And there's a walk to Lopez as Sapp issues her first, makes it her second walk of the game. She's got 4 strikeouts. Starts for her. So exclusively off the bench, and this one is hit into right field by Gomez. Walski will hit the bag at second, make the turn, and slide into third. And the Lopes have runners on the corners, 1 in and nobody out here in the top of the 4th.
And that's why you put
First and third, 1 in. And Avery Sapp trying to work out of some trouble here. Gomez takes off, and no throw down to second. Micaiah Gomez with a stolen base.
infield in, try and cut this run. You want to freeze that runner at third, be able to get that first out.
This one is dunked into left field, and Rodriguez is going to have to play it on a hop. They're going to get a run in here as Walski scores, and getting into third is Gomez. And the Lopes with a 2-0 lead, still nobody out here in the top of the 4th.
Yeah, and Dunkel does her job there. Doesn't try and do too much, floats that one in a little bit, gets kind of jammed, but does enough of it that easily gets Wolski in, and this is where this GCU offense can start rolling, right? There is not a break.
And Avery Sapp still looking for the first out of the inning. This one is hit deep into center field, moving back the center fielder. Man, she makes the catch out there. What a play. It's going to be a sac fly. Plenty of distance there to get Gomez home from third. But man, with a great catch over the shoulder.
A great catch because she's playing slapper defense. She was playing very, very far in center. That was an impressive hit by Savannah Kirk. I don't think anybody was expecting that. You can see how much ground she covers out there, just gets to that ball. What you need right now is outs, and thankfully, man, got you a good one there.
Armendariz, as we take a look at the replay. It's difficult to see the foot on the bag there, the dugout kind of in the way.
Yeah, it's hard to tell. It looks like her body at least doesn't move, but you never know what you're going to do. Fourth, or if he'll make the switch earlier.
Here's the pitch, and the throw down to second base, and safe at second is Dunkel. And that one was kind of a close play there. I don't know that Moreno really caught her in the vicinity or swinging.
Anywhere close.
Here's the pitch. She checks her swing there and gets called out looking as that one catches the outside corner, and a big strikeout for the first baseman to start the game, taken over in the circle. And this one gets away from the catcher. The new catcher is Higuereta, and Dunkel will move up to third base on the play. Got a pinch hitter. We got some defensive. And here's Morris's pitch. And that one is roped into right field. That'll get another run in. Dunkel scores easily from third. Caitlin Brandstrom, the pinch hit RBI single to right.
Yeah, GCU just firing on all cylinders right now. And how it always works, right? You come into the game, the ball finds you. That ball right out to right field to Bettenker.
Shannon Hayes going to make another adjustment here. This count goes to 3-1. Here's the pitch. And this one is roped down the right field line, and Bettenker is able to get to it, and she's able to get the throw back in. Impressive there by Bettenker, crashing into that sidewall there and holding runners. Pitch on the way, and she just gets a piece of that one, hits it to short. Benny, the throw over to first, and that'll do it. Plenty of damage done for the Lopes here in the fourth. 4-0 GCU as we go to the bottom of the fourth. In the UVU lineup, 0 for 1 to this point. And Benny takes strike 3 over the outside corner, and Golden keeps mowing him down.
And that's that outside corner zone.
Here's Amber Rodriguez, and she pops this one up on the infield. Dunkel calling for it, and now it's going to be Kirk taking it. And Savannah Kirk makes the play from second base. Maybe just one step, as she's
right
pretty
behind
straight up.
that A in the WAC.
This one is popped up on the infield, and the first baseman, Treeweiler, no problem with that one. Was out there in right at the time and couldn't quite reach it. Here's a ground ball to second, and Moreno's throw over to first is in time for the out.
Yeah, and Hallie Morris's job right now.
Was going to kind of bring up that interview with Shannon Hayes as this one is hit to second. Moreno scoops it out of her glove over to first for the out. But yeah, we really picked up on the confidence that he has in his team.
Lineup and how good they are defensively, and that's the attitude you want. If you're going to go into regionals, into supers, right, cause an upset like they did against UCLA last year, that's the attitude you want.
Gomez with the ground ball to second, and Moreno makes all three.
Christian Fifield with that home run to right field kind of started the floodgates to open for GCU. You need a hitzer. We'll take it. And you know what? If you are Utah Valley, you're going to take that base runner. Absolutely.
Anything you can do to get on. Here's the pitch. And that one right back to Golden, and she fumbles it a bit. She's going to have to eat that one, and Gibbs reaches. And Utah Valley with runners at first and second.
Yeah, at least having them look down at the wristband. Who knows if it's yep, sack bunt.
This one straight up in the air, though, and the catch made by Tinley Lucas. So that one backfires on the Wolverines.
Yeah, that's so tough. You want that productive out. You got to move those piece of anything within the zone.
And she swings and misses at one up and away. And Armendariz goes down swinging. Golden with her third strikeout of the ball game.
Yeah.
Off the bench. Don't know how many games she's caught for them, as this one is hit to short, and it'll be a scoop from Dunkel to Kirk at the bag, and that'll do it for the Wolverines here in the fifth. Here in the top of the sixth against Hallie Morris. And this one is hit pretty well to right field. Bettenker back there, though, to make the play, and 1 up and 1 down here in the top of the sixth.
Yeah, 1 pitch, 1 out. That's what you need.
2-2 here to Savannah Kirk with 1 out, top of the sixth. And Morris's pitch, and a swing and a miss by Kirk. Morris with a big strikeout there. As Smythe trying to keep the inning going here in the sixth. And yeah, she's got a huge gap out in right center if she wants to hit one there. That one, though, right to Gibbs at first, and Gibbs will step on the bag. And that'll do it for the pitch to Moreno, and this one is hit. Slow ground ball to short, and the throw over from Dunkel is in time to get Moreno running down the first base line.
Yeah, a good cannon by Dunkel. That ball was not.
To the championship round. This one is hit into left center, and Gomez comes in and makes the play. And 2 up and 2 down. Gomez with some range out there. Nope. Pitch on the way, and this one popped up, and Kapa'a comes in and snares it right on the third baseline. That's going to do it for the Wolverines in the sixth. They'll have one. And the pitch from Morris, and a swing and a miss, and that one down in the dirt. So Higuereta is going to throw down to first. That one bounced into Gibbs, but no problem for her to make the pick there at first.
Get those noisemakers going.
Here's the 3-1 pitch, and this one is hit right to Moreno. She jumps and pulls it down. Hard line drive, but Moreno is able to snare it.
Yeah, gets on up there. Treeweiler gets a good.
UT Arlington players settling in underneath us behind home plate. This one hit to second. Moreno going to make the play, and Gibbs with the stretch a little bit there, but no problem there. Ace hit in this game. Here's the pitch. Popped up, foul territory. Treeweiler's got a play on it. She puts it away. 1 up, 1 down here.
See if you can stay in this winner's bracket.
Hallie Morris is going to drop down a bunt, and Golden is going to eat it. She does not throw it over to first. And I think they're going to score that as a hit. And 3-2 to Gibbs. Here's the pitch. And a swing and a miss. Gibbs goes down swinging. 2 down, and the final out for Utah Valley. Final Greens if the inning should continue. Here's the pitch from Golden. And this one is hit into right field, and it's going to get down. And Morris stops at second base. She could have had third on that, but down 4 runs, you don't want to make an out on the base. 3-1 the count. Here's the pitch. And that one is up high and inside, ball 4. Wolverines with the bases loaded.
Hey, they're keeping it interesting. They are fighting till the bitter end here. You gotta love to see it. If you're Coach Thompson, he's gonna kind of re-enter.
Game going. 1-2 the count. Here's the pitch to Brown. And it's a called strike 3 over the inside corner at the knees, and Grand Canyon is moving on to the championship game. A called strikeout, the 5th of the game for Megan Golden, and Utah Valley leaves the bases loaded in the bottom of the 7th. 4-0 GCU with the win.
Wow, what a dominant pitching performance. That is just overpowering. A very, very good Utah 1 through 9 through that hitting order. Man, oh man, that was some good softball played by GCU.
Megan Golden going the distance, did allow 2 hits, had the no-hitter through 6, but comes up with the shutout on the called strike 3. And dominant pitching performance by Golden in the circle. Picks